Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our show. My name is Rose Sheehan, and I am your host. This evening's special guest is District 1 Supervisor of Napa County, Brad Wagenknecht. Brad, welcome to our show. We're happy to have you here. It's always an honor.
Thank you. It's always good to be here.
A little bit more about Brad. He went to UC Santa Cruz. He earned his degree in teaching and in political science, and he's been using both since 1977. He entered into teaching, and about just under 10 years later, he was elected to the Napa City Council. He subsequently served as mayor of the city of Napa, and now he's been District 1 Supervisor for Napa County almost 2 decades.
Yes.
20 years.
20 years. Yep.
So, yes.
1999, January 1st, I came on, and so I've been there 20 years. And last year I was elected for my 6th term. And so I will finish out in January 2023.
And you have a lot of pet projects going on.
A lot of things going on.
And let's get into the ag water efforts that you and the board are working on.
We've been trying to deal with the ag watershed for the last couple years. In 2018, we had a big issue on the ballot. It was Measure C, and it was trying to limit what we were going to do in the ag watershed. That failed by a very few votes, and we wanted to try to come up with some ordinances that would make sense to pull back some of the development possibilities for the ag watershed area. We wanted to leave more trees, wanted to lessen the impact of development on our valley.
So there's another endeavor that you are working on with the rest of the board, and that has to do with cannabis. Mm-hmm. So cultivation versus access.
The board has been very split on marijuana issues, so I can't tell you for sure which direction that's going to go. There's a lot of issues in the odors, water demand, the use of pesticides. Marijuana can't have any pesticides going on it. They have to be organically raised. And so if you have a marijuana grow and right next to some vineyards that are spraying sulfur is probably the most common. There's almost always some overspray, and that creates some friction there. So there's a number of issues that we have to solve if we're writing an ordinance for future development.
Tell us about all of your efforts when it comes to Napa County veterans. You're trying to put together a group, or you have put together a commission that's assessing what we do have and what we don't have.
Yes.
And then we're trying to work towards being able to serve our veterans more effectively here in the county. Can you tell us a little bit about the efforts of the board on this matter?
Well, you personally have been involved with veterans ever since I've known you. That's one of the ways that I've known you, is through your involvement with veterans, with the Pathway Home long ago, and now you're one of the original founders of the Veterans Commission. Your commission has been very involved in trying to craft a really working commission, and to meet with the different folks that you need to meet with to make it work. With veterans, you really need to be working with the federal government in some way. And your commission has been very, very pointed at trying to get medical services for our veterans here and other services. So,
what type of advice would you like to share with our viewing audience about any of the issues, any of the information that you've shared with us today?
Be involved. Come down to the Board of Supervisors. We're meeting most of the day on Tuesdays, and we would love to see you.
Brad, thank you so much for coming in. It's been an honor having you as a guest. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
And to our viewing audience, thank you for joining us this evening. Have a wonderful night and a magnificent week.